We're starting a new series called Illinois Made. I'm a personal injury attorney. I run a small business. We wanted to highlight other Illinois small business owners to talk about what they do, what their journey's been, and celebrate and highlight their products. We are here in Geneva at Illuminate Space with Jenni.
I'm Jenni Zilke, and I'm the owner and maker behind Illuminate Space. So this is our front office area where I do a lot of creating the labels and print materials, and then over here is where I finish up orders and get them ready for shipping. In here is our production space where we create all the soy candles, all-purpose cleaners, room sprays, car diffusers, reed diffusers. All of our products start here. And then this is my favorite space. This is our party room where Tilly the mobile candle bar lives, and where groups can come and have private parties, make candles, hang out, brings drinks and snacks. It's a fun time.
So what inspired you to start Illuminate Space?
So Illuminate Space started about 9 years ago. I loved to create things out of thrifted materials, repurposing things. So it started as a decor business. I would get things, make little vignettes for my home, and one of my friends came over and was like, "Can you make that for me? I'll pay you." And that rolled around in my head for a few days because I was like, I can't believe people would pay me to do this. I thought everybody loved to make stuff. So I made it, put it on Etsy, and it did well, and that kind of just snowballed. Probably a year later, I was like, I wonder if I can try to make a candle to go with this vignette. And I've always been really sensitive to scent, so I wanted to dive into what in fragrances makes you get headaches and feel sick. Long story short, it's phthalates, which are basically just plastics. It's in a lot of inexpensive fragrance. So all my oils are phthalate-free, non-toxic. They won't give you headaches. Started the soy candles. That took off, and I kind of dropped the decor.
And what's the meaning behind the name Illuminate Space?
So Illuminate Space is, I looked up in the thesaurus for words for making beautiful again or shining inner light, because that was the decor stuff, and then Illuminate just worked with candles.
I like it. I like it. So from idea to conception, walk me through how we got here today.
Okay, so this is gonna be really fast tracked, but the Etsy markets, that was all probably the first 2 years of my business. Then I started doing in-home pop-ups where people would come once a month, purchase all my products. That was in addition to the markets. Then in 2020, the week before the shutdown, my friend and I, Susie Ray from Real Happy Space, we decided to form Light and Pine Collective. Light is me, the candles, and Pine was her, she's a woodworker. And we opened a Batavia Boardwalk shop that year. So that was the first year of the Batavia Boardwalk shops. That went really well, so then we opened a permanent space in 2021. That's still my shop in Batavia. I don't own it anymore, but I saw all my products there. People started asking can we make candles with you as activities or classes? So I started pour parties there. That really took off, and people wanted me to come to them to do the pour parties. So I bought Tilly, the trailer, about...
I love it that she has a name, by the way.
And treat her like a person. Almost a year and a half ago, and I've been doing the pour parties. Decided the events took up a lot of my time, so I stepped back from the shop, and I do the events and then just sell my products and wholesale and consignment.
Awesome. So now can you walk us through the process on how you make things and your products, and
Sure.
We'll go check it out?
Sure.
Okay, awesome. So can you walk us through the candle making process?
Absolutely. So candles are my main bread and butter, the things I make, but then I explore different home fragrances with those scents. So we have room sprays, cleaner sprays, which are actually really popular, reed diffusers, and car diffusers. So as my business started growing and the wholesale and shop part, I had to bring on some help because it's a lot of production during the week. So I have 3 young college girls. They're amazing. They come help me during the week, just kind of make everything, and then I do the last finishing touches to get it out. So candles, the big wax melter.
Okay.
We do it still small batch, so about 4-pound batches. So it's still, that's kind of my niche, is it's still handmade small batch, but we can do larger scales for people. So melt the wax, add the fragrance oil, which you've kind of seen in small increments at the candle making parties. And then they move to labeling. I offer custom labels for brands, which we did with your wife.
Yes.
And same thing with the cleaners and sprays. I just get it started, the girls help finish it, and then I do the finishing touches.
So can you tell us what sets your candles apart from other candles in the market? For example, do you source materials and the ingredients? Are they local, organic, things like that?
Yeah. First, I have to say there are amazing candle makers out there. Everyone brings their own magic to it. So community over competition. But what I kind of lean into is the availability to customize your the look of your candle. So like I have a bunch of fun quote labels, so you can choose one of my scents but then customize it what you'd like it to say, kind of like a greeting card on a candle. And that's what I also do with other local brands, like interior designers. If they want to customize and have their logo or their own things on the candle, I do that for a lot of companies. I love doing that, partnering with others, and then also just the candle bar experience, that people can create their own scent and what they want it to look like.
So where do you source your materials for your candles?
So I use soy wax in my candles, which soy is grown in Illinois. So I get that from an Illinois company. And then all my other ingredients I get from small intentional companies about the non-toxic and phthalate-free, things like that, to keep it. It's important to me for it to be eco-friendly and safe for you and your pets, your home, the environment.
Awesome. So we're in front of about 100 different scents behind us. I've got to ask, how do you choose the scents? And then also, what's your favorite one, or at least your favorite one right now?
Sure. So I kind of became addicted to fragrance oils. I like to try all of them. I curate seasonal scents, so I have about 12 scents per season. So maybe like 60-ish scents that I offer of my own recipes. But then I put out all my oils for whenever we do the pour parties, candle bars, so people can really make their own. But I have used all these oils at some point or another. I call them like my children because I can do blind tests and tell you what it is. My favorite scent is my signature scent. It's a blend of lavender, lime, coconut, and mint. It's just nice and calm and relaxing.
So if I were to pick one of these and test you, you would be able to tell me?
Yeah.
Okay, here we'll go like this. I'll block it with my interview questions.
Oh, perfect.
Does this work?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Did I get you?
No, I know it. It's one of my Christmas ones. Hold on. Cranberry apple marmalade.
Wow, look at that. Look at that. Awesome. Good job. That was great. So can you tell us about your current production capacity and then how your business has grown over the years?
Sure. So I've had a couple different production areas. One was at Wilson Street Mercantile, where I sell my products. Kind of outgrew that space. And then I moved to my basement, like my full basement. That was terrible, having it at my house. So I looked for the warehouse, moved in here in March. It's been great. We have 3 rooms. This is where we kind of finalize all the orders, get them packed up for shipping. The girls come in and help me in the middle room with production, and then we have the parties in the party room.
So we're in your mobile bar, Tilly. Tilly's the name?
Yes,
awesome.
Tilly.
You got to tell us the background story because I thought it was so cool at the event we did for the teachers. So tell me where Tilly's from, how you found Tilly, and what you use Tilly for now.
Yeah, so Tilly she was a mobile bar in New York, so that's kind of trending right now, having the mobile bars to do weddings and things. So I knew I wanted the camper version. She's a refurbished 1969 camper to have the bar windows, because that was my idea. I loved taking the candle making experience places, but it was very tedious, like unloading, setting up. We had a wax spillage issue somewhere that was terrible, so I knew I wanted to have a mobile unit to still do that, but keep everything contained. So I bought the bar. She was just white, and I noticed people would come up and be like, "Do you have coffee?" They weren't quite sure what it is, so I hired my friend who's an artist, Kaylee Rohr, and she did all the mural, which just makes Tilly fun and pop and bright. And just make people feel good. So then we go places and do the pop-ups like we did with the teachers.
Did she do the mural that's on, I think, the backside where everyone takes pictures?
Yep.
Perfect. So let's talk marketing. Where do you currently sell your products, and what have you found to be like the best marketing, whether it's social media or whatnot?
So I sell my products at 2 physical locations in the area, Hudson Design House in Oswego and Light and Fine Collective in Wilson Street Mercantile in Batavia. So that's where you'll find all my collections there. And then I have several wholesale accounts throughout the United States where I do a lot of custom work for them, but also some of them sell my products as well. And then I do markets in the summer, like a lot of the bigger markets, but mostly I would say the candle bar and events is what is growing a lot of what I sell. Marketing, email marketing is fantastic for me. I love social media marketing, but it can be overwhelming. I do a lot of videos of our events on TikTok or Reels on Instagram that get good feedback.
I actually think your social media marketing is awesome. And I remember when I first met you and I pulled open your Instagram and I was like, hey, who does this for you? And that person is?
That's me. That's me.
So we all know running a small business is super challenging and difficult, but what brings you the most joy of having Illuminate Space?
So I have 3 teenage sons actually, and I love that they have, because when I started, I mean, they were not teenagers, so they've seen me build this thing all by myself, and I feel like especially right now it's important to me that they see that their mom can do that and has done something all on her own. Like I taught myself how to drive the trailer, back the trailer into here, just everything. I've done it myself and I'm proud of that, and that gives me joy.
Are there any causes or missions that Illuminate Space connects with or participates in?
Yeah, so I love, teenagers are really my passion. That's what I did before Illuminate Space, is I was a children and youth director. And I just love highlighting youth and all they bring to the community. So especially LGBTQ youth are important to me. So I partner with different organizations that give back to them, as well as my mother-in-law this past year died kind of tragically, and something she really helped me with was my postpartum time, because I struggled with postpartum depression, and so I give back to Postpartum International, who help women in that like delicate time.